welcome to Bella's Crochet Gifts. I'm Bella. All right, I have a co-host right now, Sabrina. She's just hanging out with me, being cute, and checking out my new yarns. Oh, like literally checking out my new yarns. Do you need to be in there? All right, so I have some finished objects for you today. I have a little bit of a yarn haul. I have a kitty co-host. Want to say hi? Want to say hi? Hi, Sabrina. It's my baby. All right, and I also got a shirt for Christmas. This was from my mother-in-law. It's kind of like my logo, Bella's Crochet Gifts, and it says Live, Love, Crochet. So very nice. This is a really soft, nice shirt. It's very, very nice. Thank you very much. All right, so let's start. Are you going down? Okay, see you later. All right, so let's start with some finished objects. Okay, you guys have seen my cookie. Double-sided. But what you have not seen is my kitty. Oh, he turned out so cute. So the legs are a little odd, but he's still really cute. So I changed the color of the hat and scarf, and he's actually a tan color instead of gray, but I think he turned out super cute. I'm really happy with the face. I sometimes will struggle with faces, so I try to make it as easy as possible. And the pattern for this was a Crochet Now exclusive. It was one of the additional books you get with the Crochet Now main magazine, which is a magazine done by Bella Coco. So that's what the kitty was supposed to look like. There we go. And that's what my kitty looks like. So I'm pretty happy with her. I'm going to name her Cookie. Isn't that cute? So everything is attached, and I even attached the scarf because it kept flopping back open, and I was like, that doesn't look right. So we've got a tail, and I did do the color change, and she does have a color change stripe at the top. Because hers was like a gray and a darker gray, I tried to find complementary colors that showed a little bit, but not like stood out completely. So that's why I went with this brown. So you can kind of see it, but it's not like blaringly obvious. So that's my little cookie. And her with her cookie. Let's see, can I hold all of them together? Ta-da! Yeah, so that is what I made. I started the cookie in during Vlogmas, and I finished the kitty yesterday. I'm not quite sure where I'm gonna put her. Let's see. She does sit up pretty good. I don't know if she'll stay there, but there we go. So there's her for right now. And then, so my sister got me it was a Mary Maxim kit. It was called Sparkling Wrap. And there's a story behind this one. I will insert a picture here. And then I will insert a picture here of the two different ones. So this sparkling wrap is actually the same as the Bella wrap that came out in a crochet Mary Maxim kit in November of was it November or October? It was one of those, because Carrie Penny from the Happy Crafty Homemaker did this project, and she made it out of the Red Heart Unforgettable in the color Polo, and I could not find that pattern to save my life. I looked everywhere. I tried to do reverse image searches. I tried to do everything possible to find this pattern, and I could not find the exact pattern. And so I ended up making it out of a different pattern. I believe it was called Delicate Shells. And so I'd made that out of the Polo, and I like it, but it was never the one I wanted. So this pattern is what I've been searching for over 2 years. And when I saw the shape on the Mary Maxim website, and I saw that it was a kit, I was like, oh, I must have this. And my sister's like, what do you want for Christmas? And I was like, I want that. So I got it, and I finished it, and it is beautiful. Okay, are you ready? Look at how gorgeous this is. It's really long. So it has these stitches here, and it's actually a little bit three-dimensional because these are meant to bobble out a little bit, so it gives you some texture there. We have some window stitches, and then more of the textured stitches, so you can see those there. And then it goes into this beautiful shells, and I just think that is so pretty. And then it repeats at the bottom. So, and this yarn is so gorgeous. So it is the Karen Simply Soft Party. And instead of just being a completely silver strand, it's iridescent. I don't know if you can see it completely on the color changes, but it's actually iridescent. So it's so pretty. And let me put it on. So gorgeous. Here, let me style it a little bit. There we go. What do you think? Do you love it? I love it. Yay! Okay, so those were my 2 finished objects. I am still working on, sorry, I'm like sliding all over the place. I am still working on my gingerbread house blanket, and I will insert a picture here of my progress so far. I think I'm mostly done with the colors that I thought were color appropriate that Neva has given me, and so I have a few more colors that I'm going to start using in the, I believe it's Hobby, is it Malaga? Like I said, I bought a color pack that was a bunch of pastels, and I think those will be very complementary to this blanket. The only thing I'm a little worried about is running out of the brown. If I do, the choice becomes, do I buy another one or do I do a different color? So hopefully I won't have to, because you're only doing 2 rows of the brown. So I'm hoping that I won't run out, but I think I'm about halfway done. you know, give or take, because it's 6 by 8. I know I have 3 full rows done, plus 8, or the stitches up with the 5 blocks up. So we'll have to see how that goes, but as it is right now, I'm hoping that it completely lasts until the end of the blanket, so I don't have to go out and get another skein. I believe that was a Red Heart yarn. Like, I believe it was like a one from Joann's that just was on super sale, and I was like, I can't resist a good deal. Yes, I will buy yarn that I don't necessarily like if it's a really good deal. I'm terrible, but that's okay. Anyways, so I also have a little yarn haul. So if you remember, I had that hobby order. So funny story, if you notice at the end, I might have looked a little confused about ordering the twister yarn. That's because I didn't. I had actually ordered 2 cookies and they sent me 2 twisters. And I'm not upset about it. I was like, you know, I sent them an email saying, I actually ordered this one, you know, I don't mind paying for the twister yarn. It's a gorgeous color. Just please charge me for the sale price instead of full price, because those are expensive. And they're like, oh, no, don't worry about it. You can keep those, and we'll send you the cookies that you had ordered. So I was like, yay! So, extra gift, yay! But yeah, I was just like, I thought I remembered ordering something else, and it was completely in my wheelhouse for color-wise. So I was like, I mean, it's entirely possible that I could have ordered that. And of course I forgot, because I ordered it way early. And then I put it aside because I was like, ooh, I'm going to do this for Christmas for myself. Because they were running the sales. And yep, so I'd actually ordered 2 cookies. So here is what I had actually ordered. How pretty is that? Oh my gosh. It's so pretty. So there we go. So the cookie is, let's see, 100% pure acrylic yarn. Not sure. Pure? I don't know. Anyways. It's 200 grams, 600 meters. It has the Okotex Standard 100. This is color number 6. It calls for a 5mm needles and a 4.5 to 5mm crochet hook. Looks like machine washable and lay flat to dry. But isn't that gorgeous? I thought that color was so pretty, and I did get 2 of them. So yay! I was so excited. I was like, I thought I remember getting something else. And then I was like, but I could have definitely bought a twister. So very excited about that. And then, okay, so I was watching Cinnamon Stitches, and she was talking about her woes with trying to find sparkle yarns. Well, if you don't know, I love sparkle yarns. Case in point. But a lot of the hand-dyed yarns that I've been so excited about recently do not come in a sparkle base that is cotton or non-wool. So what I decided to do is, she told me that Premier had some sparkle thread. And so I decided to order some. All right. And then I saw some other yarn and I was like, well, that's coming home with me too. So I put that in the cart as well. Okay, let's start with, let's see. So I got sparkle yarns. Let me see. I'm going to pause this so that I can get into this without all the rustling. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, I got everything open and now I'm going to show you. So we will start with the silver. Oh, it's so pretty. So this is the Glitter Thread Premier. It is the color silver. It has 1,093 yards or 1,000 meters. It is a 0.35 ounce, 10 gram spool. It is 100% metallicized polyester, metallic polyester, pretty much. It is made in Turkey. So I bought 4 of the silver, and we're going to do a little experiment. And if it works, then you're going to see it. And if it doesn't work, you might not see it. But I'm going to try and spin, like cake up one of my yarns with this and a hand dyed. So wish me luck. Could be interesting. So I got 4 of the silver. And then I got 1 of the ice blue. And I got 1 of, well, it's red. It has no label. 1 red and 1 green without a label as well. You knew I had to get Christmas colors. Aren't those pretty? So I got these, and then it was like, I want to say they were running a special at the time that if you ordered $35, you got free shipping. And these were only like $2.99 each. So I wasn't really close to free shipping at the time. So I was like, well, what else do we have? I'll take a look at the website, see if anything else, whoops, one just ran away. See if anything else, you know, kind of sparked my interest. And so I was looking around and I found the Rossetti cotton. Okay, these keep sliding off my thing. Rossetti cotton gold, but it's not gold. So there's that one and that one. So these are carry-along yarns that are not only metallic, but they also have the sequins in them. And at the time when I was ordering them, like I saw them and I was like, ooh, but only a couple of colors were available. Well, lucky for me, the blue was available and the sparkly white was available. So I ordered 2 of each. There were some other colors that looked promising, but they were pre-order at the time. Let's see, let me tell you about these. So this is 65% cotton, 27% Piletes 8% glitter yarn. I wonder if that's the sequins. Let's see. Can you see those? It's the middle one. Anyways, I assume that's the sequins because there's quite a lot of them in there. This is made in Turkey. It is 25 grams, 200 yards. It is a fine number 2, hand wash, lay flat to dry. It calls for a 3.5 knitting needles, 2.25 crochet hook, and this is color 1100. Anyways, so that is so gorgeous. It feels like it doesn't feel rough. I can feel the sequins a little bit. I'd have to see how it feels in the yarn itself. Like if it's gonna be completely masked by the feel of a soft yarn, or you know, I did have that one Joann's Big Twist Glam where I could really feel the sequins in it after I worked it up. But from just the outside, I don't feel them. But like I said, I'll have to feel it when it's actually put into a project. This is the same. Interesting. So it's the same specs, but it also says it's the same color. Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind. It's 1101. I was like, wait, no. So 1101. But anyways, I thought that was so pretty. And you can feel just a little bit where they're turned up a little bit. So I will have to see how that works up. And I will try and do one of these fairly soon in case you guys are interested in making something sparkly for yourself. Maybe, you know, with the new year you want some sparkle in your life. See if that would be something you'd be interested in. Other than that, I have, let's see, other than the movie marquee, I think I'm pretty much done with most of the projects other than the gingerbread one, the gingerbread house one that I'm working on still. I've had a particular shawl in mind for quite a while. I'm hoping to get started on that soon. And that's where I am right now. I did get some of the anniversary cakes from Michael's. They are now $20 instead of $40, so I thought that was a great deal. Let me show you what colors I got. Okay, sorry about that. So now I have a kitty again. She is so cute. Yes, hi. She says hi. All right, so I got 2 different colors of the Karen, ow, that kind of hurt. Karen anniversary cake. So I got this one. So I had actually already got 3 other ones that I'd gotten on sale or with coupons, but the anniversary cakes are currently, as of, what is today, January 4th, they are $20 instead of $40, so I thought that was a pretty good price. So I got this one that is blue hues, and the anniversary cake is upside down. Here we go. So I got this color, and I also got Cookie Parade. Here we go. I got 2 of these. And a while ago, I got a couple of the, not this year, but the year before, when they went, like they were on clearance and then they marked them down to $10. Well, apparently, I think there was 3 of them at the time. 3 of them did not get put out on the floor until later, and so I was able to buy 3 of the, it was cream, kind of a golden color, and a brown. So I was able to get 3 of them for $10 each, and I was like, oh my gosh, that is an amazing deal. I'm so excited. So of course I bought them. And I haven't done anything with them yet. I'm actually thinking that this year I want to do a corner to corner granny square for one of my movie marquee blankets. So wherever the colors lend themselves to be, you know, mixed with this and the other color upstairs that I have, I think I'm going to do that for one of my blankets this year. And I think I'm going to make it a bigger blanket so that it'll go on like a queen size blanket or queen size bed. And I think that'll be really nice. And then I also found, okay, I don't know if you remember, but during my Vlogmas, my friend Ray got me some mulberry silk spinning fiber. So of course I had to buy a drop spindle, and I was like, well, I should probably practice. So when I was at Hobby Lobby, I got some of this that I'm going to practice on. And it is the Showstopper in Rainbow Riot. It is 10-ounce ball, 24 yards. So I'm going to try and spin this into actual yarn that I can use. So it's going to be interesting. So I found that when I was there. It was only 30% off, so I ended up paying $7 for this because it was $10. But it is 100% acrylic, and I can use acrylic, so we're going to be trying that. And then when I went to 2 different Michaels looking for anniversary cakes, and I went to ones I normally don't go to. I also found this thing. So it was the Loops and Threads Chunky Grande. Oh, are you playing with it? Okay, you can play with my yarn. That's cool. It is 32 yards, 10.5 ounce. Wow, that is stuck. 10.5 ounce ball, 300 grams. So it was marked $5, but when it rang up, it was only $3. And I thought that could spin into yarn that I might actually like. This is called Blue Green. Ooh, I got kitty hair. Excuse me. It is a jumbo number 7, which I assume the other one would have been jumbo number 7 as well. And 100% acrylic. So I'm going to try and spin this as well. We'll see how that goes. It could be interesting. But I want to try on that before I try on the mulberry silk. And we'll see how it goes. I know Ray really wants to have a spinning buddy. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to be that person, but I will sure try. But I don't actually need another hobby, but maybe it'll give me a different arm workout because I'm always doing this. Maybe this or something. I don't know. I'll have to research more on drop spindles because I haven't done it since I was in late teenage years. I think I was like 18, 17, 18 the last time I tried to spin anything. So could be interesting. I might show you, or it might be too embarrassing. We'll see. But anyways, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day or night or whatever it is. I hope it's wonderful.